When we open the lab to people who want to come here, we of course don't exactly know who will be applying, although we would love to have, of course, people with different backgrounds. And in my own experience, I was trying to merge performing arts with design, whereas perhaps as I study the history of software development, a strong influence is coming from media arts and music. And so in the university sector, we have new departments growing in art and technology, or in interaction technology, or in inter-arts. Even though I still teach in a traditional theater department, and perhaps some of my colleagues are in dance, or in design, or in music. But what we are experiencing here is a transversal motion that goes against the grain of these older disciplines. And I think one of the driving elements, of course, is an interest in curiosity and technology, and in the social and cultural significance of technological mediation. And we worry a lot about, for example, the body's, the physical embodiment relationship to machines. And we've had robotics engineers come here, and we have people who spend a lot of time working with algorithms and mathematics. So there are mergers of languages where mathematics meeting the visual arts or dance and choreography is quite fascinating. My own history was learning about algorithmic thinking through dancers and choreographers who began to work with interfaces. And what we noticed 10 years ago was that our gestures and movements in space could activate so-called digital objects. And these digital objects and occurrences were of course generated through software parameters. And so we had to learn certain softwares that would allow us to operate with these interfaces. And as we now work with people from architecture or design, or from animation, film, or games, or people who hack into electronic devices and open up things and put them back together through different kinds of retro engineering, we are feeling this peer-to-peer development internationally as a great opportunity to take on creative possibilities that will spread, I think, in the larger culture if you look at the younger generations and how they grow up with mobile technologies. So I think the Interaction Laboratory is at the cusp of a whole new development where creativity and new media open up a stronger involvement of more and more people in possibilities of communication and expression. And our lab, I think, is trying to sort of reflect and then show certain experimental arrangements that help us to carry further our research.